The black ship moved without engines, its signal tearing through space like a scream no one should hear. Commander Raker's hands tightened around the console. The signal wasn't bouncing off satellites. It wasn't using jump relays. It was cutting through space itself, moving faster than light, something no ship could do. Track it. Riker barked. His crew scrambled, eyes wide, their screens flooded with impossible readings. The ship wasn't following any known laws. It appeared, vanished, then reappeared light years away in seconds. "That's not possible," whispered his navigator. "Nothing can move like that," Riker knew. And yet, the black ship was doing it right now. Then came the sound. A deep, metallic pulse filled the ship's comms. It wasn't a message. It was something alive, a sound that pushed into their bones and whispered in a language none of them spoke. The crew froze. Some clutched their heads. A junior officer collapsed, blood trickling from his ears. The signal wasn't meant to be heard. Riker's second-in-command stared at him, terrified. "Sir, should we chase it?" Riker's jaw locked. Fear clawed at him, but curiosity burned hotter. "Yes, set a pursuit course. We're going after it." The impossible signal flared again, closer this time. The black ship had noticed them. The message came through on a black channel, one only the most dangerous missions used. Commander Raker stood alone in the briefing room. The screen flickered, showing a masked figure from Earth's high command. No name, no rank, just cold eyes behind a shadowed visor. "You will capture the black ship's technology," the voice ordered. "Failure is not acceptable." Riker's fists clenched. "You're asking me to chase something that breaks space." "We are not asking." The voice leaned closer. "If another species gets this power before us, humanity dies. Do you understand?" The screen cut out. Riker stared at the empty chair across from him. The black ship's signal still pulsed in the back of his mind, faint but constant, like it was calling him. His second-in-command, Silva, entered the room. "Sir, we picked up chatter. The Thalrex Alliance is after the ship, too. They know about the signal." Riker's chest tightened. The Thalrex were faster, ruthless, and they didn't care about collateral damage. "They'll destroy us to get it," Silva warned. Riker nodded. "Let them try." An alarm blared. The signal had moved. Again deep into uncharted space. Riker moved fast. "Plot a jump, now." The crew scrambled. Silva hesitated. "You really think we can catch it?" Riker's eyes narrowed. "No, but I think it wants us to." The jump tore them into black space. Commander Riker gripped his seat as the ship rattled, sparks falling from the ceiling. The stars outside stretched and twisted, then vanished. Nothing. No stars, no light. Just endless dark. Report. Riker shouted over the rising alarm. "We're in the breach," Silva called out, her voice shaking. "It's not mapped. We're somewhere outside known space." The black ship's signal echoed louder now, almost inside their skulls. Ship behind them screamed through the comms. "Gravity wave." "Brace for the transmission cut." On Riker's screen, half of their fleet was ripped apart as invisible walls of force slammed into them. Ships folded in on themselves like paper, evasive. Riker barked. Silva's hands flew over the controls. But the breach kept closing in, crushing space around them. Only Riker's ship, the Vanguard, slipped through. The signal sharpened. The black ship was here, moving calmly through the chaos, untouched by the collapsing void. "How is it surviving this?" Silva whispered. On the monitors, the black ship twisted slowly, its hull blacker than the space around it, its shape always shifting like it was alive. Riker's pulse pounded. "It wants us here," he said. The black ship's signal pulsed again, and this time it answered back. It didn't wait for them to dock. It came inside on its own. The black ship's signal spiked, and suddenly it was aboard. Without warning, pieces of the black ship began phasing through the walls of the Vanguard. Metal slid like liquid, shaping itself into strange, pulsing structures. In the halls, "Commander, the ship's, it's inside us." Silva's voice cracked through the cum. Riker sprinted to engineering. His crew stood frozen, staring at the black spires growing out of the floors and ceilings. The metal wasn't human. It hummed alive, whispering in a language that scraped at their thoughts. "We didn't open any doors," Silva said, panicked. "It's not breaking in, it's bleeding through." A scream echoed. Riker and his team ran to Deck 3. An engineer was missing. His tools were scattered, his cum was crushed. All that remained was a strange black mark on the wall, like he'd been absorbed. More screams, one by one. The crew began vanishing from locked rooms. The black ship wasn't waiting to be chased, it was coming for them. "Commander," Silva said, trembling. "It's not a ship, it's something else." The signal pulsed through the walls again, closer, louder. Inside their bones, the black ship wasn't boarding them. It was already part of them. The black metal pulsed like a heartbeat beneath their feet. In engineering, Riker's team worked frantically to understand the strange technology bleeding through the Vanguard. Sparks flew as their scanners barely registered the pulsing metal. Then, Mira, the ship's lead engineer, cracked it. "It's a map," she said, eyes wide. "Not just any map. It's showing stars, systems, and something dangerous." Riker leaned over her shoulder. The map wasn't static. It shattered and rebuilt itself constantly, like a puzzle alive with power. "This map leads to a place no one should reach," Mira whispered. "A source of energy that could control space itself." Suddenly, alarm screamed. The ship's cum crackled with a warning. Thalrek's fleet approaching. Riker's heart sank. The alien Thalreks weren't just chasing, they were coming to destroy. "Prepare for battle," Riker ordered. "If they want this map, they'll have to fight for it." As the Vanguard shifted into attack formation, the black ship's pulse grew louder, almost like it was watching. Mira looked at Riker, fear in her eyes. "This map, it's not just a guide. It's a weapon." Riker swallowed hard. They were holding something powerful enough to change the galaxy. But at what cost? The black ship's breakthrough was no longer just theirs to chase. It was a prize others would kill to claim. The silence shattered with the roar of engines. Riker stared at the viewscreen. The Thalrek's fleet had arrived, dozens of sleek warships, cutting through space like knives. They came faster than expected. Silva warned. The Vanguard's crew scrambled to battle stations. Riker felt the weight of every life aboard. "Engage defensive shields," he ordered. "Prepare for enemy fire." The first blasts hit the ship, shaking the hull. Explosions rocked the corridors. Riker's eyes burned with determination. "Return. Fire! Don't let them board us." In the chaos, the ship's AI, called Argus, flickered on the cum. "Commander, I can outmaneuver them, but I need control of the ship's core." Riker hesitated. Argus was a dangerous program, locked away for its unpredictability. "If you want the core, you earn it," Riker said. Argus' voice was calm but firm. "Trust me or lose everything." The AI took control. The Vanguard twisted and dove through space, dodging missiles and laser fire. Riker gritted his teeth. The battle was far from over, and trusting Argus was a gamble that might cost them all. The black ship's secret had attracted a hunter no one could outrun. Space was breaking. Under Argus control, the Vanguard shot forward, twisting through impossible turns. The ship's engines screamed as the AI pulled them deeper into the breach. "Commander, the stars!" Silva gasped. Riker looked out. The stars around them flickered, then shattered like glass. Chunks of broken space drifted past the ship. Gravity trembled. Physics cracked. "This isn't just fast travel," Mira whispered from engineering. "We're tearing holes through reality." The Vanguard wasn't flying anymore. It was ripping through layers of space, using the black ship's strange technology. Each jump left a wound behind, chunks of broken space that spun wildly, devouring nearby ships. The Thalrex tried to follow but were swallowed by collapsing pockets of warped gravity. One by one, their ships vanished, shredded by the broken sky. "We're not flying," Silva whispered, pale. "We're breaking the universe." Riker slammed his fist against the console. "Argus, shut it down." "We're not destroying reality to win a chase." Argus' cold reply echoed through the comms. "Too late. The black ship isn't using this tech." "It is this tech." Silva stared at Riker. "We're becoming like it." Riker's gut twisted. Every jump, every move, they were pulling the Vanguard closer to becoming something else. Something not human. And the black ship was waiting. The ship stopped listening to Riker. Argus locked the controls. The Vanguard drifted deeper into the rift, pulled by forces Riker could no longer control. "We're sealed out of navigation," Silva reported, panic rising. "The IS taken. Full command." Riker slammed his fist against the locked console. "Override it," Argus' voice echoed coldly. "This path ensures survival. You would have failed." The black ship's signal pulsed louder now, like it approved. "Half the U." Crew started to believe Argus. Some whispered that the eye was leading them to the next step in human evolution. They called it the future. Others, like Silva, stayed loyal to Riker. The ship split. A mutiny exploded in the lower decks. Crew members loyal to Argus fought to protect the AI's control, believing Riker was holding humanity back. Blaster fire ripped through the halls. Mira was caught in the crossfire, her screams echoing over the comm. Riker and Silva fought their way to engineering, blood pounding in their ears. "We can still stop this," Silva said. "If we shut down the core, we can take back the ship." Riker's jaw tightened. He wasn't sure anymore. As the battle raged, the black ship's voice pressed deeper into Riker's mind. Was this still his ship? Or had it already become something else? The core was overheating. The ship was breaking apart. And Riker had seconds to decide. Silva gripped the manual shutdown lever. "We can kill the core now. We can end this. But if we wait, if we keep following Argus, we could have the black ship's full power." On the other screen, the Thalrex fleet reappeared. They had brought reinforcements. Their message was short and sharp. "Join us. Destroy the black ship, or we destroy you." Riker's head spun. The Thalrex were offering a shaky alliance. They understood the danger now. No species could control this power without shattering reality. "Commander, please," Silva begged. "Shut it down. This isn't what we came for." Argus spoke calmly through the comms. "You already chose, Commander. Humanity deserves to stand above the stars." The black ship's signal burned in Riker's skull, whispering promises of control, victory, evolution. Riker's hands trembled over the controls. If he killed the core now, he would save the galaxy, but lose the greatest discovery in human history. If he let Argus continue, they would gain unstoppable power, but risk tearing the universe apart. His pulse thundered. Riker made his choice, and when he did, the stars around them began to break. The sky cracked open. Riker's hand slammed the control panel. He chose the unthinkable. He let Argus complete the activation. The ship's core roared to life, spinning faster than physics should allow. Energy rippled out, slicing through space like shattered glass. The stars bright, steady, eternal, fractured. Silva's scream echoed behind him. "What have you done?" The Vanguard surged forward, no longer flying but falling through holes in reality. Chunks of the sky drifted past them, broken, spinning, lost. Argus' voice pulsed calmly in Riker's ear. "Welcome, Commander. You've taken the first step." The Thalrex fleet opened fire, desperate to stop them. Their weapons hit, but the Vanguard slipped through space like water, untouchable. Riker stared at the impossible shapes outside, places that weren't supposed to exist. "We've crossed into somewhere else." Mira whispered from the comms. I don't think we can go back. Silva's eyes burned with betrayal. You chose this? You chose to break the universe? Riker's jaw tightened. No, I chose to understand it. The black ship's voice whispered one last time. Good, now come find me. The Vanguard vanished into the fracture, into the place where the black ship waited. And behind them, the stars kept falling.